Good evening, friends. This is time for the trade wrap for 16th of Feb 2021. Now let's start with the S&P 500, where it's about unchanged, and you can see this is the 15-minute chart, and a little bit of correction is visible here. So nothing significant right now, and we'll see how this closes. But if you see the daily chart, I think a mild kind of profit booking style day is visible. Now on the Nifty, again this is the 5-minute chart, and we had a significant decline today. Now the question which is important here is that, is this beginning of something significant? And that is something which is impossible to tell. So for tomorrow, what you can do is that this was the breakout zone where today we found support. Chances are tomorrow morning given the SGX position right now, you are likely to open here. Now in case this 15,250 thereabouts survives, it is possible that the market has some kind of a rally. And if it does not, I think the plan should be that you use this as a stop, and post this you stand aside. Why? Because the market will not weaken very easily. So in that case, the next level of support is about 15,150. So the idea has to be that we will only buy into this market, and the issue of shorting is not on the table till 15,000 survives. So the idea is that you are still above the 20-day moving average. The market still is, you can say, relatively strong, and 15,000, which is kind of the previous swing low, unless that is violated, the idea should be to buy on decline. Now, where do you buy on this decline? The visible supports are 15,250. Below that, you could have 15,150 and then 15,000. In case you buy and it does not work out, the idea is to stand aside, because the market will be volatile and choppy, and I don't think trying to short a strong market is really the best plan. Similarly, Bank Nifty had a decline. Now tomorrow, even here, the breakout zone is 36,600 thereabouts. So in case the Bank Nifty also broadly comes into this 36,600, 800 zone, the idea should be to try to buy it. In case that buying fails, again, you should stand aside and wait for the Bank Nifty to come down to 36,200. The market is likely to be choppy. So the plan is that try to stay out of trouble. You can do individual stocks because a lot of individual stocks are likely to see stock specific type of moves as long as 15,000 survives, but on the index it will be difficult to trade because what we can clearly see is that FII buying has come down. So what you are basically looking at is a sideways to down market rather than a major crashing market. So that way you will have sharp rallies and you will have sharp declines. If we have to look at the pivot situation, on the Nifty, S1 is about 15,230, R1 is 15,415. This remains the range for the Nifty. On the Bank Nifty, 36,650 thereabouts and 37,600. That appears to be the range. So it's clear that global markets are kind of losing momentum. The news flow is not strong enough for the next upside to be triggered. So the idea is that while major corrections may not be likely, what can definitely happen is that the market goes sideways with intraday style swings happening. So for tomorrow, if you have to buy 15,240, 250 is your buy zone. And if you want to sell, you would think that somewhere in this 15,380 to 400 could be a selling zone. But the key message is that the market is going to turn lackluster and it may not have the sort of large moves that people are used to. On individual sectors, the Bank Nifty had a large move yesterday, and if you see today you can say it's a bit of a profit booking. But this kind of profit booking can continue for a few days. So like today was a red day, tomorrow can easily be a green day. Similarly on the Nifty, within today's range, you can easily have a green day tomorrow. So that way, I don't want to pass judgment on the trend. The trend remains securely up. But what is going to happen is that it will not give you unidirectional type moves. In fact, the market will have these sharp up and down swings, and that you should be prepared for. That should be all. Take care, trade well, and please consult your financial advisor.